Guys, and welcome back to another rebuild challenge on the channel. Before I do get started, as always, make sure you drop a like, comment, and a subscription down below. Turn on the post notifications so you get the first ones to see all these rebuild challenges. Let me know down below what challenge you want me to do next. So in my last rebuild challenge last Friday, I did one where I tried to win a championship in one season with 0 all-stars, and I lost in the finals in 6. That's not the point. In the comments, I had a suggestion to do a challenge where I get as many all-stars as possible on one team, and that's what I'm going to do today. And the all-stars for this criteria are all 2021 all-stars. So if they were an all-star last year, like Chris Middleton, he will not count as an all-star in this video. And we won't need to generate any draft class for this video just because it's a one-year rebuild. And mainly, if I get a team of all-stars, I should be winning the championship. So looking at the roster here, we have a lot of assets we could trade for some all-stars. We have Anthony Edwards, who has high trade value. We have D'Lo and Cat. We have Malik Beasley, Naz Reid. We have a lot of guys who I could trade for some all-star talent. But before I do any of that, we want to make everyone their prime position, which this team has a lot of 80s. So that's going to assist me a lot in trading for some all-stars here. Ed Davis, 77. Ooh, I like Jake Layman a lot. So one guy I know for a fact is pretty easy to trade for is Zach LaVine, and I don't think he makes an insane amount of money. I'm not sure if the Bulls gave him a huge extension or not. He makes $19.5 million. He makes a lot less than he is worth. So he definitely could be a guy we could easily trade with. D'Lo in a first is what they're asking for Zach LaVine, and we're going to take that off rip. It's Zach LaVine, so that is our first all-star. That is one. Our goal is to have a whole starting 5 and a 6-man of all all-stars. Next on Trade Finder, Karl-Anthony Towns and a second-round pick to see if I can get any all-star talent coming up here in these trades. There's Julius Randle and Nikola Vucevic, both all-stars this season. They both count. I want to see if I can get any better all-stars. Domantas Sabonis was definitely snubbed from the all-star team this season. Devin Booker is an all-star. As much as I want to get Devin Booker, I feel like I should get Devin Booker, but I know Vucevic is a higher overall, and Julius Randle makes less money, so I don't know. I don't know which I'm definitely going to go for Devin Booker. The reason I was kind of on the fence was because if I take this trade, that gives me 2 guys who I can possibly trade for all-star talent, which that's the trade I'm actually going to do. Trade for Domantas Sabonis and Malcolm Brogdon, make them both their prime positions, and then flip them both for some all-star talent. Okay, so for Malcolm Brogdon, for Devin Booker, they want Malcolm Brogdon, Jalen Noel, and Cristiano Felicio. I'm definitely going to take that trade, and that is our second all-star of the video. We have Devin Booker. One of these guys are going to play small forward. Neither of them are really affected, and they're both 6'5", so I'm just going to have D-Book play small forward. I just saw something now that Domantas Sabonis is going to replace Kevin Durant in the All-Star game, so technically we have 3 All-Stars on the squad in Domantas Sabonis, Devin Booker, and Zach LaVine. The story's up on my computer right here. I can screenshot it, put it up now. It says Sabonis to replace Kevin Durant in the All-Star game. If I'm counting Devin Booker, I'm most definitely going to count Domantas Sabonis. So right now I have a lot of Eastern Conference All-Stars, and I want to get some Western Conference All-Stars in the mix. A lot of the Western Conference All-Stars are untouchable though. That's my one problem. Ben Simmons is an All-Star. Jaylen Brown's an All-Star. Neither of them are in the West. Paul George. I might be able to get Paul George. Let's see what I can do here. Okay, so we offered this trade up for Paul George, and they are not having it. Malik Beasley, Anthony Edwards, and Jarrett Culver and a bunch of picks, and they are not taking it for Paul George. Hopefully we can find a team with a different all-star we might be able to trade for, like there's a Jaylen Brown. Take out Jarrett Culver, take out the picks, take out Anthony Edwards. Okay, $4 million is what we need to make up. Throw in Ed Davis. Okay, give me Carson Edwards. Jesus, this cap space situation. Need like $2 million. Okay, we made up the cap space. Throw in a second. Throw in another second. Yeah, that Jaylen Brown trade. Jesus, this is going to be a lot harder than I thought it would be. But it's definitely not impossible. I'm going to see if I can trade up from Zach LaVine to a better all-star. Maybe him, a first, and Anthony Edwards. See if I can trade up to an even better all-star. There's Paul George. I could definitely go for a Paul George. Okay, so I'm going to trade Zach LaVine a first and Anthony Edwards for Paul George. Trade up from Zach LaVine to a arguably a better all-star. And then Devin Booker can play the 2. And Paul George will play the 3. Goes up to 91. Perfect. And I might even be able to trade up from Devin Booker to even a more elite all-star. We'll see here. Trade him a second. And let's say Jake Layman. Okay, no. I'm not going to trade Booker for Vucevic. What if I did Sabonis and Malik Beasley? Malik Beasley has some trade value. I could get Nikola Vucevic. Okay, so I know this is a downgrade, but what if I did Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson? Julius Randle would be our starting power forward. Make Mitchell Robinson a power forward. He goes up to an 86. And then we just go straight back into the trades. Mitchell Robinson, Naz Reid, in a second. Can we get another all-star? Oh my god. Donovan Mitchell. I'm assuming that's going to be the best trade we're going to get here. There's no way. Okay, I'm obviously going to take that trade. And Donovan Mitchell is going to be our starting point guard. Goes down to an 86, whatever. He's going to be our point guard. We have every position. We have an all-star player at every position except center. We have Paul George, Devin Booker, Julius Randle, and Donovan Mitchell. If I can get like Vucevic, who else is an all-star at center? Okay, so finding a center who is available via trade and that we have the cap space for is going to be really hard because all-star centers make a lot of money, like Rudy Gobert, $26 million, and then there's Nikola Vucevic, $26 million, and then Jokic and Joel Embiid are both untouchable. There's Ben Simmons, but Ben Simmons isn't really a center. He has the height of a center, but he's not really a center. Vucevic is the one with the least trade value, but we don't really have any garbage contracts that we can just throw at him. There's Zubac, and then Jake Layman. None of those will make. Zubac makes the most money. Julius Randle would make up for it. I have an idea. Trade Devin Booker in a second. If we can get Zach LaVine back, Zach LaVine makes a lot less money than Booker. I feel like I can get Zach LaVine back because I want Zach LaVine over Booker. For one reason, and that's because Zach LaVine makes almost $10 million less per year than Devin Booker, and that would free up so much cap space for us to trade for so many more free agents. Well, who do we trade Zach LaVine to? Okay, trade Zach LaVine, Devin Booker. They need to make up $5 million. It's fine. I'll take on Ed Davis. We'll toss in Frank the Tank Kaminsky. They're bugging over 456K. Give me Oturu. Okay, we'll give you a second. They're not biting on that trade. Give me one player. Ooh. Take on that Marcus Morris contract. That gives us some more freedom to put players in there with bigger contracts. You can put in Ivica Zubac. Ooh, they like him. They just don't want to take that bait. Okay, I'm gonna come back to this trade. I'm gonna see what I can get, who I can get first round picks from. Let's go Jaden McDaniels. See if I can get a first round pick. 2021 first round pick from the Bucks. We'll take it. We want to stack up some first round picks here. Jared Vanderbilt. Can we get a first round pick from anybody? There's a second round pick from the Knicks. First round pick swap with the Lakers. We'll take it. It's first rounder. Let's put Jarrett Culver. Does he have trade value? Ooh, he has 3-star trade value. No. Juancho Hernan Gomez. Let's see if we can get a first for him. There's a 2021 second. It's been the best so far. 2023 first, lottery protected from the Blazers. We're going to take it. It's a first round pick. Put Frank Kaminsky in a trade. See if we can get anything. Ooh, Brook Lopez, $12 million. He could be some trade filler. 2022 first round pick. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna trade for Hassan Whiteside for Frank Kaminsky. Let's trade Jake Layman. See if we can get anything decent, like a pick. 25 second, 24 second, 24 second from the Wizards. We're going to take it and just continue flipping these guys here at the bottom of our rotation for picks. Jarrett Culver has trade value. Derrick Jones Jr., see if we can get any picks for you. There's a second there. Yeah, we're going to take that second from the Knicks and get Taj Gibson. And then before I continue doing that, we're going to make Whiteside a power forward and Zubac a power forward. That brings up their trade value quite a bit. Now, let's see what... Oh, Tatum. Tatum has 4-star trade value. Four-star trade value. Take Jarrett Culver. We'll take Romeo Langford. Okay, what if I threw in... Do I not have the 2021 Bucks pick? Oh, I might have traded that on accident. Okay, throw in a lottery protected first from the Blazers. Throw in a second. Throw in another second. Okay, they're not biting on this Tatum trade. He went down a 4-star trade value. I thought I could pick him up. They're not biting on it. See, I could do this and then find a way to trade for Paul George back. So we're getting 2 all-star caliber players. Okay, we're going to add an exception, take that trade. We lose Paul George, but we get Chris Middleton. Package Chris Middleton in a second, and we get Domantas Sabonis back. We get Chris Paul, who's an all-star. Chris Paul is an all-star. We'll trade Chris Middleton for Chris Paul. We get an all-star back. Our lineup, honestly, is not looking too hot right now. We make Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell should not be a small forward. Hold on, he's 6'1". Devin Booker is going to be our small forward. Then we have Drew Holiday, who also can be flipped for an all-star caliber player. Make him a shooting guard. He goes up to an 88. Trade finder Drew Holiday and Hassan Whiteside and a 2025 Suns first. These trades are duds. Okay, now we're getting trades I like. I already saw one I like. We're going to get Nikola Vucevic and Cole Anthony. So now we have a full starting 5 of all-stars. You have Nikola Vucevic, Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell, Chris Paul, and Julius Randle. And looking at this all-star list, they all are all-stars. And then we also have a few more guys we can play around with. Maybe get a 6th all-star. I'm not sure. I highly doubt it. We're going to just trade finder here, these 3 guys. See if we... Oh my god. There's Jarrett Allen. Jarrett Allen goes up to a like 86 or 85 when you make him a power forward. We're going to make him a power forward. 87. Make Cole Anthony a shooting guard. And we're just going to keep trade finding and trading, hopefully trade up for somebody decent. Jarrett Allen and Cole Anthony. I think Tatum is the only guy that I could, the only all-star left that I can trade for that isn't on a huge contract. What if I throw Jarrett Allen in there? Yeah, $5 million more we need to make up. Throw in Cedi Osman. Cedi Osman's 1 star. Throw in Cole Anthony. No, let's throw in Ish Smith, actually. And then give me Carson Edwards. Okay, they don't like it. We're pretty close on value. I'm going to go farm a bunch more first-round picks, and I'll be back. All right, we signed DeMarcus Cousins. I'm going to make him a power forward. Goes up to an 82. That's some good trade value. I want to get Tatum. If we can get Tatum, this team is going to go 82-0. Jarrett Allen, and then throw in Boogie Cousins. Okay, that's good trade value. How much do they need to make? Oh, just a player. Give me Carson Edwards. $1 million over the cap space. $1 million. You take Alfonso McKinney. Take Javonte Green. Take out Carson Edwards. Jesus, how much do they need to make up? They don't have anybody. I mean, Taco Fall. $2.6 million. Okay, we're close on value. We're actually giving up more, but they're not going for it. We don't have picks either. Okay, I'm gonna trade finder Jared Allen, DeMarcus Cousins, and Cole Anthony. See if I can get any. See Wood. Okay, that's getting me somewhere. Okay, we get Christian Wood, $13 million, slowly trading up through cap space. We're way over the luxury tax. 88 overall Christian Wood. Trade finder Christian Wood. Not you. Christian Wood, Chetty Osman, and Jacene Tate. I think that's how you say his name. Nope, nothing. Take off Tate. All right. We got our 6th All-Star, Domantas Sabonis. Trade Christian Wood for Domantas Sabonis. We have 6 All-Stars on the squad. Chris Paul, Donovan Mitchell, Devin Booker, Domantas Sabonis, Nikola Vucevic, and Julius Randle. That's 6 All-Stars. We completed the challenge technically, but I do want to win the championship with this squad. Then I'll definitely feel like it's complete. I'm just going to trade around for some bench guys. Bring in Duncan Robinson. He can come off the bench. Trade Ish Smith and that guy. Hopefully we can get another backup guy. Torrey Craig will take him. Backup small forward. Great defender off the bench. KZ Okpala and Delhi. Or KZ Okpala and Delhi. Okay. Get Jordan Nwora and Sam Merrill, my favorite 2 rookies in the NBA. And we're just going to call her good there. Call the roster good. We have 6 All-Stars. I'm going to begin simulating. 8-man rotation all season. Give these last minutes to Donovan Mitchell and Booker and Domas. And yeah, I will see you guys at the trade deadline. Well, I forgot to do system proficiency. None of them really matter. We're just going to put it on balance. Keep our guy Chris Finch. And then I want to go coach game plan. First scoring option, we're going to go Donovan Mitchell. Second, we're going to go Devin Booker. Third, we're going to go Sabonis. Now I'm going to sim to the trade deadline. All right, we're at the trade deadline. We are currently 37-15, number 1 ranked team in the East, number 2 in the NBA, behind the Philadelphia 76ers. Or we're number 1 in the West. I keep forgetting that the T-Wolves are in the West. Donovan Mitchell, our number 1 scorer, 27 points on 50, 40, 84 splits. Devin Booker is 50, 40, 90 though. You love to see that. Yeah, our 6 All-Stars are all playing fairly well, but our record is not the number 1 in the NBA, which is weird. I thought we would be playing a lot better. I know we have a lot of reserve All-Stars. We don't have any starters. It's because most of the All-Star starters in 2K are untouchable, so you can't really trade for them. But, I mean, 42-17. We should win 50 games, maybe 60 games. It's possible to win 60 games right now. We have 2 more losses we can take. 1 more loss we can take. So we can win 60 games. We should win 50. We can't lose the rest of the season if we wanted to win 60 games. We won 50 games, 50-22. Currently second in the West, behind, I'm guessing, the Lakers. 50. Okay, we're number 1 in the West once again, which probably isn't the greatest thing to see, just because when you're number 1 seed, you don't normally win the playoffs. Joel Embiid, 31 points, 12 rebounds. He is the MVP. LaMelo Ball, Rookie of the Year. Spencer Dinwiddie, 6th Man of the Year. Giannis DPOY. Christian Wood, Most Improved Player. Doc Rivers, Coach of the Year. And I think that's me. Yeah, I'm Executive of the Year. All right, here in the playoffs, we have the Phoenix Suns in the first round. Can we beat the Suns? We're going to 7 with the 7th seed? Who do they have? They have Chris Middleton, DeAndre Ayton, and Brogdon. Okay, we kind of gave them a big 3. Game 7 against the Phoenix Suns. $2K sim. 2K. What is this? Do they not know who we have on our roster? 2K. 2K.
I am having a very bad day. I am in no mood. This, today, is one of the worst days that I've had in a long time.
This is why you never want to be a high seed in NBA 2K sim. That's why you never want to be a high seed. The Lakers go on to win it. Anthony Davis wins Finals MVP. That's why you do not ever want to be a high seed in sim. We quite literally had 6 All-Stars on our squad. And we lost in the first round. This 2K sim is bad. That's all I gotta say. Peace.